I may be a 7-time world champion and I've been surfing for well over 45 years, but I was surfing in Spain recently and the lifeguard came out to check on me. I borrowed a board from a Spanish surfboard manufacturer called kook, and I went into the shop and I asked the assistant whether I could borrow a board because the owner of the company has offered to give me one for the 5 days that I was in San Sebastian. And he looked at me, he's like, well, what do you need? And I said, well, I normally ride about 23 litres. And the guy looked at me as if to say, sure you do. So then I found a board that almost suited my style of surfing, but it had about 5 extra litres than what I normally ride. It was an epoxy blend wrapped in carbon, so it was super lightweight, and it was a twin fin, which makes the board super maneuverable and kind of lacks a little bit of control. So it had a bit of booster fin in the back. And the next day I paddled out at the local beach break where the best waves are, but the waves were well overhead, winds were howling offshore, and it made it really hard to paddle into waves. I was a little bit nervous. I'd never surfed this break before. I kept paddling into waves, missing waves, got caught inside a couple of times, was bailing the board. I must have looked like an absolute kook because 45 minutes later, the lifeguard came out on the jet ski to check in on me to make sure I was doing okay. So I put my thumbs up. I said, yeah, I'm good, mate. Thanks. I've got this. And then 15 minutes later, I broke through the fear barrier, paddled into a wave, probably just angry by this stage, caught a wave, rode it all to the beach. And there's the lifeguard standing on the beach looking at me like this. And I went, thanks for checking on me. Have a good day.